Help! I made a game, but it sucks, and I was hoping you could give me some advice. Basically, well, first of all, if you haven't checked it out, click the link and please check out the game. Let me know what you think. I had my whole family play tested, and basically they weren't very big fans. However, I added a tutorial, so hopefully it's a little bit easier. It's an alpha. It's an alpha. It's not even a beta, because I wouldn't say it's missing multiplayer. It's supposed to be a multiplayer game. I really want it to be my first multiplayer game, so I'm really excited about that. However, that's tough multiplayer coding, and so I figured I would get a first version out, which is just single player, figure out how that experience is, and then once the single player experience feels pretty good, I'll go to the multiplayer stage. And I think the single player experience is pretty good right now, but there's a lot of things I'd want to change still, and I'm curious what you would think with respect to kind of what problems are visible to you that maybe I'm overlooking. Right now, and I want you to play it first so you have feedback, and there's a Google form where you can, send me all your complaints. Please let me know, good or bad. I'd love to know how I can make it better. But some of the things that I'm planning to do in addition to multiplayer are player progression and customization. I really want this to sort of be like Rainbow Six Siege, but for mobile. I love Rainbow Six Siege and their monetization schema. I love the orthogonal unit differentiation and how basically they monetize on a per unit basis. I think there's a free-to-play economy also at play here, so maybe that means a rewarded video to like increase XP rewards or something like that. I haven't figured it out, but I want to shy away from anything in the terms of like intrusive ads. So I'm going to try to avoid that. I don't know, there might be a place for it. It depends. Obviously, want to make the best experience possible first. Other notes would be draggables. So there's going to be pings and grenades. And so I like this game, League of Legends, where you have the ability to ping a part of the map, and then like other people can kind of see that if like you think there's an enemy there or something. And I want to do something similar with this game where you'll be able to, on the left hand side, there'll be different pins, and you could drag a pin. And again, it's all dragging because I do want this to work for touch interface. I've changed it a little bit to work on the keyboard just for the sake of testing, since I know I'm going to be going through this iteration. But at some point in the future, I don't want to get too far away from what's going to essentially be a mobile UI. And sure, there'll be a cross-platform version, I guess. We'll see. But these pings will allow you to, if you have AI bots on your team, you can kind of direct the bots, tell them where to go. And if you just are with other humans, you can kind of inform the humans where you think they should go, and where you think enemies might be. So that's my plan for that. The character visuals are 100% placeholder. I found these really cool assets. They're actually in the loading screen. You could see an icon of that. But basically, we're going to be using, I think, some low poly meshes that I found off the asset store, and I just fall in love with. I think you guys are going to like them a lot as well. The other thing is, in addition to that, there's some serious wall clipping where people can kind of stick their hand through the wall like a little Casper the Ghost situation, so I'm going to fix that. FOV lights right now are just a flat box, and so it doesn't look that great. I'd like to have a translucent or transparent fall off so that it looks a little bit more like a light would, where it's bright in the beginning and at the end it goes down. And I also want to play with light as just a game mechanic. Like, what would this, since it's all about light and that's like where you can control what you're seeing things with. When we talk about equipment, I think it could be cool if there was a way to like put a light on, or turn off the electricity, or do different things that are going to like affect the map in a fun way like that. In addition to that, there'll be more complicated breaching mechanics with respect to breaking into doors and windows. Right now, it's just kind of you walk up to it, it opens, but eventually maybe, there'll be like you could set a breaching charge and stuff like that. Obviously, the game's called Breach Buddies. There's going to be a lot more breaching stuff. Also, Team Deathmatch, not my favorite mode. I do think I want to move to something more like grab the hostage and escape, or even something like bomb a la Counter-Strike. So we'll see. What else do I have here? Weapon varieties, of course. Right now I've got the spline visualizations for the navigation. So there's like a little line where if you do if you right click somewhere on the map, you could see a spline of where the guy's going to go. I want to know what you guys think about that, if I should improve it. Originally I was going to push that off, but I was able to fit it into the alpha, so I feel pretty good about that. We talked about equipment. Entrance traversals right now, they're pretty loopy. Right now it's like you go up to a window and the guy kind of like zooms in. It's going to be slower, and we're going to just basically fix the whole breaching mechanic. There's a lot of work that needs to be done there. And then lastly, progressive AI difficulty. I'd love to get like an elo curve in here where it's like, you know, you're compared against people who you're going against and you can rise up the ranks, and then the AI should scale with you. Right now, and this is something that my family had an issue with, everybody's just like as good or kind of good right now. So it's a set difficulty, and obviously it's going to be a little hard when you start, and you know, eventually if you're good, it's going to become a little bit easy. I'm at the stage right now where like I still sometimes die to the AI, so I wouldn't say it's like super easy right now. It's probably on the harder difficulty. However, I do want to make that difficulty progressive so that, you know, the first time the player is playing it, they're not getting their, you know, booty slapped. They need to, you know, win a few rounds so that they feel like, you know, they're competent, or as they gain their competency. Okay, so that's the plan. This is a rough roadmap for the future. Obviously, started a new job, Epic Games. First week, 3 days, because we had off on Friday, and now what are we, Tuesday. So all in all, I think I've just completed my first week of work in total. It's been a lot of fun. Obviously, I've been super busy, and this project is going to be super back burner. Most of the work, obviously, for this project went in over the last few weeks. However, if I do get a full-time offer, if this becomes a full-time job, we'll need to step away from the project probably, because you're not allowed to be in India at the same time. So at that point, we're going to do a handoff to Scott, and he can, you know, expand on it. And, you know, I could get, you know, I'm not allowed to be basically developing on the project at the same time. So that is the situation of where we are. Really excited about it though. Excited about the new job. It's been tough, but I'm learning a lot, having a good time. Having a good time on this game. Let me know what you think about it, if it could be improved. And yeah, basically you could leave it in the Google form, you can leave it as a comment, whatever you need to do. I'm really excited to hear from it, and I've got another video for you guys coming very soon, which is our feedback on some of the comments that we've been receiving for Tony Hawk's Existential Nightmare. That game has just blown up recently. There was a YouTuber who played it, and it reached like a few thousand people. And so that's been really exciting to see what people are saying about the game, engage with that audience, and yeah, just kind of give you our authentic reaction of, you know, what they're saying about it. So that's a video that was a lot of fun, and that should be coming out soon as well. So play the game, Breach Buddies. Let me know what you think, and hopefully I can get the multiplayer version of it up in, you know, 2 months or something like that.